out on a batting team?
I've told this story before, yeah.
You threw a no-hitter as a pitcher, so you were a good enough athlete to throw a no-hitter?
Yeah.
But you
The next, like the 2 games afterwards, when we went from batting team to self-pitch.
you threw a no-hitter.
Yeah.
But you didn't even like make contact with the tee itself?
No, here's the deal. They had the tee was on like the big black hose or whatever, you know? And I was
Familiar with it?
I was under the impression, not that it makes a difference, that if you hit the hose and the ball moves, it's a foul ball.
I think it is.
Well, apparently it wasn't because I got called out.
So you did hit the hose?
Yeah, 3 times.
Okay, but you never actually made contact.
With the ball, no.
Okay.
Yeah. But actually, in golf, I was playing in a club championship at like the lowest flight for people who sucked, and I was up 1 hole going into 18, and it was in perfect position, like 85 yards from the green. All I had to do was choke, and I choked my chip shot. It went way over the green, practically like near the swimming pool. So I lost that hole and then lost the playoff.
Was there a crowd there, like at Bushwood?
No,
No.
because it was the low flight. Nobody cared. The crappy golfers.
So the pressure got to you.
I think so.
Oh.
I think I choked.
Wow. No, I think you definitely choked. I don't think there's much debate about that. Most embarrassing sports act of all time in your life. Let's go to Paul in Chesterfield Township on 97.1 The Ticket. Hey, Paul.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning, Paul. What's going on?
Not too much. When I was a senior in high school, we were in the Catholic League Championship game at Comerica Park. And in the bottom of the 7th, we had 2 outs. I ended up hitting a double.
Nice.
And then I got picked off at second to end the game.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
So
that's
very
somewhat
good
similar to
feeling.
last night.
That really sucks.
Yeah, it was a really good feeling to hit the double. I'm like, all right, here we go. And one of our best hitters was coming up behind me, and all he had to do was hit a single, and I would score. So I had a decent lead, nothing crazy. And then there was a left-handed pitcher. He made a good move. I started my secondary lead, and then next thing I know, he was starting to throw to second. It was too late.
Was who was up at the plate? A good hitter? I mean, like, were the odds of the...
It was our 4-hitter, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
So
Well,
I was
listen, Paul, look at it this
pretty
way.
proud.
If you had struck out or popped up, that never would have happened. You just would have been the guy who made the last out. So, if...
I almost feel like it might have been better.
Oh, yeah, no, I think it would have. I think if you had that garden variety, like, pop out to right field, you know.
Yeah.
So how old a guy are you now?
33.
How many days per week since then would you say at least it enters your mind at least one time?
I would say not often. Whenever I see someone get picked up, I immediately...
Oh, you cringe? Yeah.
Yeah. But for the most part, I don't really think about it too much. That was Catholic League Championship, and we still ended up going on and winning regionals. So
Oh, okay.
we still had playoffs after that and had a good run. But
Yeah.
What high school?
St. Clement.
Hey, Clemens. All right, thanks for the phone call. Appreciate it, Buzz. That is a good/bad one.
Yeah.
Doug in Brighton, 97.1 The Ticket. Hello, Doug.
Morning, Jamie.
Morning, Doug. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So mine has to do with golf here. We were at a Florida golf trip over the winter, and they were filming a Hideki Matsuyama commercial out at the Celebrations Golf Course.
They were filming a commercial for Hideki Matsuyama?
Not with them. There was a young lookalike, actually.
Oh, okay.
And there were 17 people around watching me tee off, the production crew, everything, and I hit so far behind the ball that I barely touched the ball, and I stayed on the tee box.
So it got off the tee, but it stayed in the tee box.
In the tee box, yeah. It was the most embarrassing moment of my life.
Oh, man. Were you? How nervous were you?
Oh, I was pretty damn nervous. I think I closed my eyes when I swung, actually.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video?
No, there's been no video.
Well,
Unless
we have.
they got it.
Yeah, it's on YouTube right now. It's trending. I one time did a tee shot on live television as well, and I don't know that I've ever been more nervous in my life. Like my knees, I could feel them shaking, and it's like it was so dumb, but it was like this whole par 3 challenge or something like that, and I was like so nervous. I can only imagine how he must
I
have felt.
remember when I played once in the Pro-Am with the TPC when the seniors were here.
Oh.
And I was playing with John, and I was playing with Woody Woodruff, which was nervous enough. But
Woody Woodruff is a senior pro.
we played with a guy named John Bland, who was from South Africa. The guy was, I looked up his stats. Like, he was like the most accurate guy off the tee, but he couldn't putt, so he was not. That's why he never won. Nobody ever heard of him. Anyway, first hole, there's not a lot, but there was a few people watching. I was, bricks, and I was going to hit somebody. That was very nerve-wracking.
Tom in Royal Oak, 97.1 of the ticket. Hello, Tom.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I'm a high school umpire, and I was doing a regional game. Not a district game this year. I won't tell you what school it was. But the pitcher on this team was absolutely gorgeous. Long blonde hair, beautiful, like Jenny Fish, man. She can pitch, hit, everything. She comes up the fourth time, and I couldn't help myself. I said, "Young lady, you are really hot." And, totally unprofessional on my part.
Yeah.
She steps out of the box. She goes, "Hey, coach, the ump just called me hot." And
Oh, boy.
everybody in the stands just cracking up. I wanted to crawl in a rabbit hole. And they talked to me about it later afterwards. Not to do that anymore. But that was my most embarrassing moment.
That's
So,
pretty embarrassing. I gotta say, it's
Yeah.
borderline creepy, I gotta say. Yeah, it's
It's
very,
cringeworthy.
very,
Yeah.
very embarrassing.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened to me. I was doing a Little League game with boys.
Oh,
No, it's
come on! Oh, my God!
what? I'm joking.
Oh, you can't joke about that.
Say he's good looking.
Okay. Wait, the next thing you're going to tell me the game was played. The next thing you're going to tell me the game was played in Sandusky, Ohio.
What would compel a umpire to tell a girl she was really hot? It's one thing to say, you're beautiful or whatever, but I gotta tell you, a high school, that's a little rough, I gotta say. Mike in Roseville on 97.1 The Ticket. Hello, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Alright. Yeah, I still think about this to the day. My friends never let me live it down, but my last game senior, I played for Fraser. Jim Sorge was our quarterback, and played against Craig Krenzel. And we needed to win to get in the playoffs, so I had to cover their best receiver the whole game. Shut them down. I had 2 interceptions, and got down towards the end of the game. They ended up scoring, and then they went for 2. It was 7-6 to us, and I had a clear tackle, and I missed it, and we lost 8-7, and just never lived it down.
Still thinking about it even today?
Oh, it eats me up. Oh, even today.
Yeah.
All the time. Every time I see them, and you see them win the national championship, it ate me up,
Well, Mike, I mean, I can understand it sticks with you.
Yeah.
I don't know that counts as embarrassing. I mean, missed tackles happen.
Yes, to great players, to Pro
Yeah.
Bowl players.
Yeah.
Ticket text 97136. Sophomore year baseball, I walked. I was sure I had a steal sign, so took off. Problem was, bases were loaded, so I had an easy out.
Oh, man.
I love that.
There was a play I remember in a Tiger game back whenever Sean Casey was here, so I guess it was 06 or 07, where he had a line drive to third base, and the ball ticked off the third baseman's mitt and went into left field. It was opposite.
Right.
Casey was lefty, but he hit it the third baseman. But the moment he hit it and it went and he saw the third baseman, he immediately turned his back and went back towards the dugout because he thought it was caught. And the whole crowd was like, he was thrown out 7-3. Yeah, because it wasn't until it was too late that he realized to start running. And he didn't realize that he ran. It was way too late. All right, it's 7:13. When we come back, we are aiming towards the $2 Slam. We will have that for you at 7:25 right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Football season, high school football season, practices are on. We're getting ready to start the season. And unfortunately, there's going to be injuries. Guys are going to get nicked up. Guys are going to be off the field. This is high school football. There's no red shirts. There's no, I'll come back next year. You want to play. You want to get back on the field. And if you're hurt and you want to get back on the field, the guys who can do that are Dr. Letterman and Dr. Kordowich. You go to some doctors and they'll say, well, sorry, Johnny, it's surgery time. Not so with Dr. Letterman and Dr. Kordowich at LK Orthopedics. 248-669-2000. They have a ton of options for athletes who suffer injuries, and a lot of them avoid surgery. Get them back on the field. They have stem cell therapy. They have laser therapy. They have physical rehab right there on site. So if you have an injury and you want to deal with it and deal with it quickly and cleanly and the right way, call 248-669-2000 LK Orthopedics today. LKorthopedics.com. Listen, you have questions, they have answers. You don't have information, they have the information. They will answer all your questions and help you get back on the field. 248-669-2000. Get better faster at LKO.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Big B Coffee. There's a crash working from the left lane to right shoulder, 94 eastbound at Woodward on 75 southbound just after 696. A wreck is on the right shoulder with the backup from 12 Mile, and a disabled vehicle has been cleared 75 northbound at Maple, but residual backups continue from 696. Big B believes everyone should feel special. Head into a locally owned and operated Big B Coffee location near you and get any iced coffee or tea for just $1.99. You can also upgrade to your favorite flavors. Stop into your nearest Big B Coffee shop today. I'm Michelle Penny on the WWJ 24.
The station where you call the shots. Most of the time. Come see what the buzz is all about and play Money Honey at MGM Grand Detroit for your chance to win $1,000 in free play. Just earn 100 points playing your favorite slots. Then swipe your card any Wednesday in August to grab one of our sweet free play prizes. Play, swipe, and win. It's really that easy. The Money Honey excitement starts Wednesday, August 7th, and it's only at MGM Grand Detroit. Visit the M Life Rewards desk for details. Must be 21 or older. Grand times ahead.
I'm really interested in brands and telling stories. The goal is I want to start my own advertising agency. Because of my HFC education, I am more focused now. You know, I'm ready for the world. So it's been fun. And when I really like what I'm doing, it makes it easier for me to focus and really show my true potential. I'm inspired to do something big. I'm future-driven.
Follow a future-driven career path or blaze your own. It all starts at Henry Ford College. Visit hfcc.edu to get started.
You know how you miss your summer vacation as soon as it ends? Well, that's how you're going to feel if you miss the Ford Hurry Up and Save sales event. Because like a summer vacation, the great offers from Ford, America's best-selling brand, are coming to an end. And if you miss it, you'll miss out on all the great times you can have in an awesome Ford vehicle and the incredible savings. So don't. It's the final days of the Ford Hurry Up and Save sales event going on now at your local Ford dealer through September 3rd. America's best-selling brand based on 2018 calendar year sales.
Current Easy Plan F-150 lessees can lease a 2019 F-150 Super Crew XLT 4x4 for $149 a month for 24 months with $1,509 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit and acquisition fee. Excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Loan Ethics lease. Vehicle must have arrived at dealer at least 61 days prior to the sale date. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by September 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Visit a Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today.
Hi, I'm Lucy, your daughter's favorite ballet teacher. This flu season, I can't afford to get sick. So I get my flu shot at Rite Aid because 14 little ballerinas and their parents are counting on me to get them recital ready. Plie in second position.
And I'm your Rite Aid pharmacist. The flu shot is no cost with most insurance and no appointment needed. So come join Lucy and get your flu shot at Rite Aid today for everyone who counts on you.
Vaccines available while supplies last. Age restrictions applies in state. See pharmacist for details.
This is Roberta Jacina. I've heard so many people say that small businesses are the backbone of the economy, and it's true. Ever stop to think about the type of small business you would love to open up? Bank of America is committed to supporting entrepreneurs here in the Detroit area. Whatever your business needs may be, Bank of America can help you get things done. It doesn't matter if you've been established for years or still working on that perfect business model. What would you like the power to do? Take the next step today and learn more at bankofamerica.com.
Tired of opening your closet and never finding what you want to wear? We can help. Stitch Fix is a personal styling service that matches you with your own stylist. Someone who listens to what you love and delivers the best clothes for you right to your door. With Stitch Fix, you'll get to discover new styles, new brands, and new looks to fit your unique shape and your budget. Discover the stylists and styles that work for you at StitchFix.com. Personal styling for women, men, and kids. StitchFix.com. Personal styling for everybody.
Hi, Harry Glantz from Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? A 1-800-LOW-RATE. Let our award-winning staff help you you save money. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
That's the biggest win for us in a long, long time, especially against a premium team like that, World Series contender and Verlander on the mound, which is a real special guy in Detroit. And we got him last year at All-Star break, and we got him again, but we really didn't get him very much. He did pretty good.
Here's Ron Gardenhire after the game last night, courtesy of Fox Sports Detroit, as the Tigers beat the Astros, beat Justin Verlander 2-1, and they will go for the series split tonight with Game 4, Jordan Zimmerman and Garrett Cole. He mentioned they didn't get him very much. Tigers had 2 hits last night. They both happened to be solo homers by Ronnie Rodriguez and John Hicks.
Yes, Verlander did not pitch from the stretch once.
No. Unless by choice.
Yes, you're right. You do have that choice.
David in Rochester, you're on 97.1 The Ticket. Hello, David.
How you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Pretty darn good. Hey, you're talking about embarrassing moments in your past. I still remember to this day, freshman year, I'm playing hockey. I was a defenseman. We were on a power play, and my buddy sets me up for a one-timer. I wound up like Ally Afraidy, hands over the head, stick over the head. I swing I miss completely, fan on it, spin around like a top. The other team gets the puck, goes on a breakaway. My defense partner ends up getting 2 minutes for hooking.
Wow.
So I spun around, fell down, the whole deal. I'm sitting in the penalty box. My coach is just glaring at me the whole time. Fortunately, they did not score, so I got out unscathed. But a little hot dogging.
But a memory to last a lifetime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen guys fan all the time.
Yeah.
But maybe not when he has that much time.
And maybe not with that kind of a wind-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you literally spin yourself around. I mean, guys fan in the NHL, but usually they stay on their skates.
Yes.
All right, so yesterday, kind of quietly, the Lions agreed to a 1-year extension for Damon Snacks Harrison.
How many Snacks jerseys do you think we're going to see at Ford Field this year?
That's a good question.
I hope they have them in the shop.
Oh, I would think they would. I would think that, well, look, they have every jersey online.
Yes.
And you can get any, and literally, you can get guys who are like undrafted free agents if you look on their Lions online store.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I bet there'll be a few.
Good.
I don't totally get the nature of the contract. I'll defer to the capologist. They've extended him through the year 2021.
Right, which he would have been an unrestricted free agent in 2021. Now,
he probably would have held out next year. I mean, they would have had to do something next summer.
Correct. So what it does is it gives you more security as a team, and it gives him security because they give him $11 million more, but they restructure it to $12 million of his contract, which supposedly he was getting 7 this year, 9.25 next year, so 11 in the third year of the contract. Out of that, it's been restructured where 12 million of that, and if I do my math correctly, that's about 27 million. So 12 of it is now guaranteed. So he has more guaranteed money.
Right. Yeah.
And you put look, we haven't seen Trey Flowers play yet. I don't know if he'll play this week or tomorrow or not. You couple, Snacks with him, and also, Mike Daniels, who I was, reading the story, that him and Snacks are such really good friends. The way Deshaun Hand played last year, he shot him. I don't want to say that this could be one of the top 2 or 3 defensive lines in all of football.
It should be. It should be.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be. Yeah, obviously, much like the Astros-Tigers game last night, Stoney, got to play on paper.
Yes.
But at the same time, that's kind of what I think they're putting together here. What I like about it is that 5-6 weeks ago, when Snacks and Slay were not there at camp up until the time camp actually started, and then we found out both would be at camp, I was, we talked about this a little bit without getting deep into it because we didn't know how it was going to play out, but there was this concern that they would hold the Lions' feet to the fire and the Lions would be forced to blink one way or the other in terms of look, they're trying to build something here where it's not all about one guy or one contract or one player. And yet at the same time, they need, I mean, these are the two most important guys on the defense, I would think, Slay and Snack. So the fact that they got it done relatively quietly, relatively, I think, inexpensively, and with not much commitment length of time. I mean, unfortunately, this is the NFL. And a guy like Snacks Harrison, most likely, by the time this contract is over, will probably start to be in a little bit of a decline. Now, he might renegotiate. He might want to renegotiate next summer or even the summer after.
Right.
If he continues to play at a pretty high level.
But if he plays at a really high level, that's even higher level than he's doing right now.
That's fantastic.
Keep going, baby.
Yeah, that's a win-win all the way around. So, I think it's a good sign for the Lions, and I think it's a good sign for Bob Quinn because, this never became an issue. They got it done before it ever became an issue. Time for the $2 Grand Slam.
It's the Jamie and Stoney $2 Grand Slam. Your chance to win $2,000 in 60 seconds. Brought to you by Genesis Credit Union.
Well, on Tuesday, Tony from Allen Park won $2,000, Stoney. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
And I want to say to today's contestant, whoever that might be, 248-539-9797 is the telephone number to call in. And I want to say to all future $2 Grand Slam contestants, blame Tony.
Yeah.
Okay? Because Tony ruined it for the rest of them. Because this is harsh.
Yeah, this is hard. And you can also blame me because I just realized, maybe it was because I was on vacation. I never set a bar yesterday on Tuesday.
Oh.
The bar wasn't set, so no pressure for Tony.
Okay.
Sometimes when when these people get the Stony bar, it makes it even more difficult.
Well, I know Tony's listening right now probably because he seemed like an avid listener to the $2 Grand Slam. So let me just say this to Tony. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy with what you've done because you've taken a fun game, a fun little tradition, and you've kind of ruined it for the future contestants.
Well, I mean, we've had 3 winners in the past 6 weeks, right?
Okay. And after today's, Tony, we're going to have 3 winners in the last 6 weeks.
Probably.
Rob in Southfield, you're on 97.1 The Ticket. Hello, Rob.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Can you do me a favor and say, hey, Tony, screw you?
Hey, Tony, screw you.
Okay. Rob, the game is the $2 Grand Slam. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. If you get all 10 questions right, you win $2,000. You'll get $25 for each correct answer. I'm not going to tell you if you got the answer right or wrong. We'll simply move on to the next question. And if you're not sure, pass, and we'll come back to it. That's exactly what Tony did the other day, and he was able to use that time to win $2,000.
Rob, the good news is I think you'll probably be able to get over my bar. The bad news is I'm setting the bar at 5.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
All right, Rob, are you ready?
I am.
All right, the clock will start when I start asking the first question. Here we go. Who selected Devin Bush in the 2019 NFL Draft?
Cleveland Browns.
What is 12 times 13?
156.
Billy Corgan's the lead vocalist for this band.
Pass.
Brian Kelly's the head coach for this college football team.
Notre Dame.
Who coached the 49ers the last time they won the Super Bowl?
George Seifert.
She played Julia in The Wedding Singer.
Pass.
Garrett Cole pitches for this Major League Baseball team.
Pass.
Who led the Michigan Wolverines in receiving yardage last season?
Oh, wow. Pass.
Who won the NBA Coach of the Year in 2019?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rob.
Hey, Tony. Screw you. All right, Tony, how many did you get right?
You got 3.
You got 3 right. You know what, Rob? That's $75, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, guys. Love the show.
All right,
Thank you,
thanks,
Rob.
He sounds good.
Yeah, hey, it's all Tony's fault.
Rob has won himself $75 in the $2 Grand Slam, which is approximately $1,925 less than Tony won.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tony, really, you should be sharing some of your money with Rob.
Here's what Rob did not know, and I thought the easiest question was the first one. The Pittsburgh Steelers, not the Cleveland Browns, selected Devin Bush in the 2019 draft. Billy Corgan is the lead vocalist for the Smashing Pumpkins.
I thought Brian Kelly was the easiest one in the...
One of the others.
You got that right.
Drew Barrymore played Julia in The Wedding Singer. I thought this was pretty easy, too, because we talked about it. Garrett Cole pitches for the Houston Astros. He's pitching tonight. Nico Collins led the Michigan Wolverines in receiving yards last season. And Mike Budenholzer, the Milwaukee Bucks, was the NBA Coach of the Year in 2019.
So Rob in Southfield has won himself $75 in the 2 Grand Slam. Good job, Rob. The 2 Grand Slam is brought to you by Genesis Credit Union. Apply for a loan any place, anytime, on any device.
You know who's really happy right now? Ed Entercom.
I don't know, Ed. You met Ed?
Ed's the man who writes the checks for the company.
Okay. Evil into your tight there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 7:30 when we come back. Heather has news on 97.1 The Ticket.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
A perfect day on the green is just what I needed. All right, square my shoulders. Just ignore it. Square my shoulders.
No, isn't that your phone?
Great. Hello? Let me guess. The air compressor's down. All right, I'm coming in.
Air Center sells and services industrial air compressors and systems for businesses that need to run strong. Air Center sells Kaiser, the most reliable air compressors in the world. If you need a new air compressor or are in need of service, call Air Center at 800-AIR-2959 or visit teamaircenter.com. Air Center and Kaiser run strong. Family meeting time.
Busy. 1 second, honey. I'm just finishing my show.
Well, I went to T-Mobile, and for every iPhone XR you buy, they give you another. So I came home with 4. But I guess everyone's too busy.
Wait, what? iPhone XR? Sweet. Oh, I want the red one. Oh, yeah, the battery life on those is sick. Okay, wait. I get the red one. I thought you were watching your show. I was. And now I'm going to watch it on this baby.
Right now is the perfect time to get an iPhone XR at T-Mobile. Because for each one you buy, you get a second one on us when your family gets a Plus plan. That means for a limited time, you can hook up the whole family. Hurry to a T-Mobile store or call 1-800-T-Mobile today.
Via 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax. 2 or more Plus lines and finance agreement required. Contact us before canceling your credit stock or remaining balance due. 64 gigs, 0 down, plus $31.25 per month for 24 months. Pre-credit price $749.99, 0% APR.
If you're like me, you take walking seriously, so you wear Go Walks from Skechers. They're the only walking shoes I know that have the 5 Ables. What does that mean? You want walking shoes that are comfortable, breathable, washable, adorable, and affordable. That's the 5 Ables, and Skechers Go Walks have it all. They've got Air Core Mat insoles for lasting comfort. They're made with washable, breathable materials. They're adorable and they're wonderfully affordable. They're very able shoes. Get Skechers Go Walks at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
I'm not a big talker. I am a big doer. But sometimes the only way to solve the problem is to get on the horn and figure it out. So the only people I like talking to? Grainger. With knowledgeable product experts, ready with the answers to my toughest questions, calling Grainger is the one conversation I don't mind having. From machining and motor parts to valves and vacuum pumps. When it comes to solving my problems, Grainger's got my back. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by to see for yourself. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
You do it right to save because you work too hard for your money not to. Lowe's is here to help with special Labor Day savings throughout the store. When you buy a DeWalt 2-tool combo kit featuring a drill and impact driver, you get a DeWalt Bear tool for free. Choose from a reciprocating or circular saw, angle grinder, or 20-volt battery. And update your appliances and get up to 40% off select appliance special values. This Labor Day, do it right for less. We start with Lowe's. Tool offer valid through 8/28. Appliance offer valid through 9/11 U.S. only.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Michael Burrow of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, call 877-734-2200.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere. Brought to you by the LaFontaine Automotive Group, the family deal.
7:34, Jamie and Stoney, 97.1 The Ticket. Weather for today. It's morning clouds out there, but this is expected to burn off. And it should have a nice day today. Less humid than it has been the last few days, with a high of 77 degrees. Coming up at 9 o'clock, we'll have Lions-Bills tickets to give away for Friday night's game at Ford Field. Right now, though, it's time for a news update with Heather Park. Hello, Heather.
Hello, guys. Yesterday, the cast of Dancing with the Stars was announced, and there's one celebrity contestant that the show's longtime host, Tom Bergeron, isn't very happy about.
I can only imagine it's Ray Lewis, because Ray Lewis allegedly killed 2 people down in Atlanta and was exonerated for the crime, and nobody ever paid for it.
It's not Ray Lewis.
Lamar Odom.
It's not Lamar Odom.
Why Lamar Odom? You know who it is. Oh, you been read?
No.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Well, he jumped on Twitter and made a very lengthy statement explaining why he's not cool with the casting of former White House press secretary Sean Spicer. So in his post, he basically said that he hoped that the show would be, a great escape from all of the exhausting political climate that's going on, and he was hoping that, the show would just be free of contestants from any party.
That's bold. That's bold.
That's bold.
Because, there was a Senator Tom DeLay who was a contestant before on Dancing with the Stars. So, this really is, I gotta say, for the snowflakes out there, this is as snowflakey as it gets.
Yeah, really.
I saw yesterday on Twitter, hashtag boycott DWTS.
Yes, Dancing with the Stars.
And it's like, again, Ray Lewis knows who murdered those 2 guys. I am 100% convinced of it. Now, he may not have used the knife, but he knows who did it. And yet he's, no, come on, bring him on. It's like, yes, Sean Spicer was the White House chief of staff. And you can say he maybe misrepresented the truth, and people have a hard time with that. Guess what? That's his job.
Yeah.
He's working for the president to deliver the president's message.
If they would have had Sarah Huckabee Sanders as a contestant, I would have
next season.
I would have no problem with it. They're not working for the president anymore.
No.
I don't know.
Seriously. He's still going to be the host of the show.
Oh, I know.
He's not leaving the show. I like him a lot. I think he does a great job hosting that show. I think he's funny, and he'll continue to do just that. But he said he actually had like a sit-down meeting with the producers of the show before they picked all the cast members, and he felt like they were all on the same page when he walked out of this meeting. And then when the announcement was made, he just said he was shocked by that.
Yeah, I'm just going back over the history of Dancing with the Stars,
Yes.
Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3, Tucker Carlson and Jerry Springer, who at one time was the mayor of Cincinnati.
He also was arrested, I believe, for soliciting a prostitute.
Okay, Bergeron had no issue with that. Either one of those guys. Floyd Mayweather was on season 5. Floyd doesn't exactly have the cleanest background. Should we keep going? Should we find more?
No, we get the point.
There was more. There was somebody else I remember as well.
I mentioned Tom DeLay, who was a congressman or a senator. I forget which one. He was on there, I remember. Jake Pavelka, The Bachelor. He's trash.
He really was.
Hey, come on, they had 2 Lions on.
Calvin Johnson and?
Oh, no, just Calvin Johnson.
Oh, okay. No, they had an actual lion.
Yeah, exactly.
He got voted out in the second round.
All right, you guys, apparently because MLB players are using these gas station sexual enhancement pills, Major League Baseball actually issued a memo warning players not to use these over-the-counter pills because they're unregulated and they can contain banned substances. So apparently at least 2 players have reportedly failed drug tests because of using these.
That's the real news. To me, the real news is that Major League Baseball players are using gas station sexual enhancement drugs.
You always see those when you go to check out at the gas station up on those little hanging things, sitting there with the energy ones as well. And I'm who's buying that? Who's buying those? MLB players. That's who it is.
Would you think that, I don't know, if a Major League Baseball player needed a sexual enhancement pill, he would, get it somewhere else?
He would probably talk to a doctor or, get a prescription. And that was memo that said, like, hey guys, if you're actually suffering from, something going on down there, go to a doctor and get a prescription. Don't buy these from the gas station.
Right.
What about Paws? You think Paws needs one?
I don't think so.
I don't know. That's a great question. Rick Terry, former Texas governor, he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Still going through the list. Still going through the list. Yeah.
No problem with that. No problem with that.
All right, so there's a Detroit rapper, T Grizzly. You guys ever heard of him?
T Grizzly. No.
Me neither.
I gotta be totally honest with you.
I've heard the name, but I haven't heard the...
He's the mascot up at Oakland U.
He sounds like he could be the next mascot there, but whether you know him or not, he is now mourning the death of his aunt, who was also his manager, after shots were fired at their vehicle that they were riding in on Tuesday in Detroit. Apparently, it happened when their vehicle was stopped. T Grizzly was getting out of the passenger side door, and that's when shots were fired, hitting his aunt, who was sitting in the back seat. And they're not sure yet if T Grizzly was the target.
Seems like maybe T Grizzly was the target.
It makes it seem like that, or was this just a random shooting? Which it could have been too.
Right.
And no arrests have been made so far.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That sucks. That what? Sucks. That sucks. Okay. I think you said that's 6. Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, at least it didn't happen on a Sunday morning, because you can't do anything on a Sunday morning. This was a Tuesday night.
It was. Yes. A United Airlines passenger says that he and his wife were forced to sit in someone else's vomit before a flight from Vancouver to Houston. These stories are always so nasty, but apparently they got on the flight, and as soon as they got to their seats, they noticed that there was puke on the seat and then on the seat back in front of them. And because it was so busy with the loading of all the other people, they couldn't flag down the flight attendant right away. And he says that they were handed some paper towel to clean it up themselves. And the flight attendant was complaining that, great, this puke and you bringing this up is going to delay the takeoff of our flight. But a cleaning crew did later come on before they took off.
Oh, good.
Cleaned the seats, but he posted more pictures that said even after the cleaning crew, there was still, some leftover puke residue. Like, ugh.
How did it get to that point? Because normally the plane has to go through a cleaning protocol between the time the previous passengers deplane and the new passengers come on. Not to mention the fact that if you threw up on the plane flight, you might let the flight attendants know so that they have...
You really would hope somebody would let them know, right?
You would throw up on a plane and go, okay, well, not my problem, then take off.
Yeah, and apparently United Airlines is basically saying, we did do the right things. They had a cleaning crew come on, and they also say they're still unsure if that was actually puke or not.
What else would it be? Fake puke? Like toy puke like you get at Spencer's Gifts?
It looks like puke. The photo, it was...
It's like a duck. Smells like a duck. Sounds like a duck. Yeah.
It's definitely duck, yeah. So, a guy on drugs was just busted in California after cops found him trying to use gauze and Band-Aids to fix his flat tires. So, cops received this call from a random person about this suspicious guy on the side of the road. When they showed up, they found him there. Both of his driver's side tires were flat. And he had basically a medical kit out, and he was trying to basically plug a hole with gauze and then put Band-Aids over it. Which,
Why the gauze?
Well, the gauze he was shoving into the hole so that it would plug the hole, and then he would just bandage over it.
Usually when you have like a wound, you put gauze on to maybe, take out any leakage or blood. But I don't know how that would stop air from coming out.
No. So anyway, he was arrested right there.
Oh,
yes.
That's